Happy December 1st! It's another weekly reading vlog and it is December 1st. It's Tuesday. I didn't start this vlog yesterday. I didn't. So happy Tuesday and welcome to another weekly reading vlog. I thought we would start the vlog by opening my advent calendar because this is the only one I've got this year. My mum and I usually do picture advent calendars, but obviously the year's been a little bit different. So work sent through these. So I'm just looking for number one now. I love a dairy milk calendar. I think if you're gonna have a chocolate advent calendar, which I don't normally go for because I don't like the temptation of having a tiny bit of chocolate when I want more. But I think if you're gonna go for a chocolate, then dairy milk is the way. Cadbury's, yes. I love Galaxy too, but I find Galaxy a little disappointing in an advent calendar form. I found number one. Here he is. Okay, guess the shape. I'm gonna go for a bell. I don't know what kind of shapes we've got. Oh, it says it's the Christmas countdown on it. This is very exciting. Okay, it's not a bell. I mean, is that a reindeer? It kind of looks like a scary reindeer if you really look at it. It's good. I'm just gonna savor this for a minute. Well, that was delicious. I feel like advent calendar chocolate tastes a little bit different to normal chocolate, but it's probably just me making things up. Anyway, the book I'm reading this week is Ready Player 2, which I was reading last week. Went on a voyage to find it, and I'm still reading it because I just haven't really sat down and read quite as much because I've been making a lot of content stuff and doing a lot of editing, helping my mum get the final stages of her website ready to go live this week. But I am here through. Oh, that chocolate's really made me need a drink. I am enjoying this. However, I've come to a revelation about this book and this author. I think this author comes up with fantastic ideas and is very creative. However, as an actual writer, I don't think he's the best writer in the world. I think he's great at coming up with the ideas and the excitement, and he certainly writes excitement well and build up, but he repeats himself so often. The first 100 pages of this felt like it was just a summary of what we'd missed, which felt too long of a summary. And we've been told about 4 times that one of the houses is based off of Rivendell in Lord of the Rings. And as much as I love hearing about that, it's almost too repetitive, like there isn't much else to write, even though there's so much else to write. But it's certainly falling a little bit lackluster for me. I'm still really enjoying it, and it's definitely still exciting, but I think the first one had a real novelty to it that this one doesn't have as much. I am still really liking it, and I definitely could see it coming out as like a 4 out of 5 stars, but it's missing just a squidge for me. That's my reading update. I also did finish a book, it's right in front of me here, yesterday, just in time for the end of the month. Sorry, my camera battery died. Anyway, yes, this is what I was reading yesterday just to finish off the month into my wrap up. So it made me wrap up 10 books in November, which is exciting. This is a little essay written by Virginia Woolf. It's called How One Should Read a Book. And I was working on a promotion for this book on Instagram. It's so short, so I just thought I would give it a little go. And it was really insightful and nice. And it just talked about how we all read books in different ways and the different ways we can read a book. For example, if you're reading it with a critical eye as a reviewer, if you're reading it as a friend before a book goes to publish, if you're reading a book for enjoyment, for analysis, there's all these different ways we can go into books, and it was all about being open-minded, so I really like that one. It was cute. It's a nice little stocking fillery book as well. I particularly love the festive colours. If you couldn't guess, we're all about Christmas here in this household. I say we, like there's multiple people here. It's just me about Christmas. But I have decided today to just wear my pyjamas all day. These are fresh pyjamas, I bought them yesterday, and I have absolutely no shame in just wearing them all day. I just figured, sod it, why not? So I got up, showered, put my makeup on, then just put my pyjamas back on. It's December 1st, what are you gonna do? Watch a cool Christmas film, that's what. My flat is just an absolute mess right now as well, which is why you're only looking at this angle at the moment. My kitchen counter got done last week, at the weekend, which is why I was back home last weekend because it was a mess. I came back and everything was just covered in dust, and I've cleaned it, but at the same time, not thoroughly, because they're only going to come back and make more dust because they're going to be knocking off the rest of the tiles and retiling tonight and then subsequent nights throughout the week. I cannot wait for this to be done. My kitchen cabinets have still got to be repainted and things as well, but once the tiling's done I can put all my stuff back on the sides, because at the moment it's on the bookshelves, it's on the table, it's just everywhere. So I'm looking forward to not having that being such an issue anymore. But for now I'm going to crack on with work for the day. Might stick some Christmas films on in the background. But happy December, let's get some Christmas cheer going, and something exciting is being announced later today on my Instagram, YouTube, all sorts. You'll see what it is by the time you're watching this, but I'll put a link up the top if you're interested in taking part in the 12 Letters of Christmas Day, which is a content challenge thing that I'm really excited about, so go up there. Gosh, it is bright in here. Why is it so bright? I don't think it's that bright. Alexa, why is it so bright in here?
According to LATAMS.com, extreme star formation in the central...
Hello, it's Wednesday. Welcome to the Wednesday segment of this weekly vlog, in which I'm still reading this book here because it is kind of slow. I'm not really much further in than I was yesterday, but I kind of also blame the fact that I would normally read right after work, and there is a guy tiling my kitchen after work at the moment because he's doing the evening shift for me, and that means I am not in the lounge, I am in my study room, which is where I am doing my Book's Nest work. So I am editing videos and things because I have a lot of videos going out at the moment. So yeah, I'm negating the reading to make you guys content. So really it's your fault. I'm joking, I don't want to put that on you. It's my fault. I'll take that. I'll take the blame on my shoulders. But anyway, yeah, this is, as I said yesterday, it's lacking something. I feel the pop culture mentioned in it is a little nicher than it was last time, so it's a little bit harder to get the references. I am still obviously getting them and enjoying them, but some of them are just going right over my head. But it is about the 80s, and I did not live through the 80s. Obviously, that doesn't mean that we cannot know about things that we did not live through. I completely hate it when people assume that I haven't watched a film or heard a song because it was made before the year I was born. However, I think living through these times that he's talking about will definitely give you a different outlook as to all of the things mentioned in this versus the things I know about because they are still popular or well-known bits of media today, if that makes any sort of sense. So that is what I'm reading. I do appreciate that from the last one he certainly developed the way that he writes and the views that he shows within his book. He's clearly learnt from the last one and is trying to adapt that into this book, which I appreciate. However, it's just falling a little bit flat. I'm still enjoying it. It's still probably gonna be a 4-star. It's just lacking something, and I just need to get through this last 100 pages. I can also now start the Return of the King. Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. There's too many titles in the Tolkien worlds, which is the fourth book in the Tolkien along for December, and the third book in the Lord of the Rings trilogy, and will be the book I'm reading throughout December, so I can start that. I'm listening to the audiobook of A Court of Thorns and Roses, which I'm really liking, by the way. It's a reread for me, and I just thought I would dive back into it before the 4th/5th book comes out in the series / separate series but same series. Oh, it's so confusing. What's it called? A Court of Silver Flames? I pre-ordered it the other day. I'm sad that the covers no longer match the covers on my shelves, but that's happening. So that's exciting, and I'm looking forward to that. And I'm enjoying my reread, and I can't wait to go on to the other two because I love them very much. Woo. Also, life update as well, if anyone cares. So I currently work within a digital marketing agency and I do social media. I have been working within the world of social media marketing for nearly 5 years now. At this company, I've been there nearly 2 years, and I have just received my first ever in my career promotion, which is very exciting. Obviously, I've gone from different companies into new roles, but within one company to get a promotion, this is a first for me. So I have gone from being a content and social media executive to a social media manager, which sounds very fancy and is very exciting. So I thought I'd share that here because I'm quite proud of myself being able to finally reach that point, because I've been wanting to work towards that for 2 or 3 years now. So woo, small win for 2020. Take that, 2020. I feel like we need to take all the wins we can get at the moment with this year. But that's my quick little update. I've got my Christmas bedding, yay! And I have my Christmas pyjamas on. I didn't want to get out of bed this morning because it was cold. It suddenly got a lot colder this week, but I'm loving my Christmas bedding very, very much. I'm gonna go back to work now, but hi. Book mail books came in the mail. Hey, I got some book mail. I have accumulated a ridiculous amount of WATERSTONES points because they keep running double/triple points for various different reasons, and I'm okay with that because points mean I can spend them on books. So I'm going to show you what I got. So the first book that I got is The Midnight Palace by Carlos Ruiz Zafon. This is the only Carlos Ruiz Zafon book I did not own up until this point. I think I've got them all now. Carlos Ruiz Zafon is one of my all-time favourite authors. I absolutely adore his writing. I just think he's got a beautiful way with words, and I'm very excited to read all of his works one day. I'm just kind of slowly getting to them because unfortunately he has passed away this year, which means that we're obviously not going to get any more writing from him, so I don't want to read all of them too quickly because there won't be any more after these are done. So I'm going to savour these. This is one of his standalone ones, I believe. There's a series that aren't a series within his works, and I know that The Prince of Mist is one of them, but they're like within the same world and all connected, but they're not, you don't have to read them in any order and they don't link to each other if you want to read them as standalones, and I don't know if this is one of them or not, because the cover kind of matches The Prince of Mist in this one. I don't know. But I honestly can't really remember what this is about, so I'm just going to skim the blurb quickly and tell you because I just ordered it as like a completion of my collection. It is obviously something I want to read as well. Okay, so this seems to be about a guy who has to protect two newborn twins before meeting his fate on one night, and that's in 1916, and then in 1932 we find the two twins separated and they realise that they in fact have a sister slash brother, and I suppose they go out finding each other. Carlos Ruiz Zafon's books always have some kind of clever mystery twist, but in like, it's an intellects mystery, if most mysteries can't be just considered in that way, but like it's more like you have to figure it out and piece together factual knowledge and stuff. It's really good. They're really, really good. Then I got a Garth Nix book. I got Sabriel because I read The Left-Handed Booksellers of London last month and absolutely loved it, and that was a book by him. And I hadn't read any of his work before, so I thought I would pick this one up as an introduction in. I believe this is the first one in a series, yeah. I think that's all the other ones. Is it quite a big series? Have I just got myself into something absolutely huge? I honestly know very little about any of his worlds, but there's a map. I know very little about any of his world building. I just really, really enjoyed The Left-Handed Booksellers of London, so I wanted to pick this one up. But shall I read the blurb? Do you want to hear the blurb? I'm going to read the blurb to you. Story time with Beth. To preserve life, oh no, I'm already going to struggle with this word. To preserve life, the abhorsen must enter death. As a child, Sabriel was sent across the wall to Ankelstier. Whose idea was it for me to read this out loud? For safety. Now aged 18, she receives a cryptic and desperate message from her father, the abhorsen, the magical protector whose task it is to bind and send back to death those who won't stay dead. Fiercely determined to help her father, perilously trapped in death, and save him from the sinister free magic entity that has somehow ensnared him, Sabriel must prepare to enter death herself and find her destiny. Enter the old kingdom, a world of dark secrets and dangerous magic. I like the sound of this. Also, I appreciate it when a paperback has this kind of a cover to it. I don't know why. But I like the sound of that a lot, and I'm excited to get to it. And finally, the last book I picked up is this one. This is the second book in the Books of Magic series by Neil Gaiman and many other people down here. Okay, Kat Howard, Tom Fowler, Brian Churilla, Craig Tailferrer, Jordan Boyd and Marissa Louise. I am super bad at pronouncing names today, I'm sorry. But this is from the mind of Neil Gaiman, it says on the front. This is based within the Sandman universe, which I have not read, but maybe will after these. It is rare for me to find a graphic novel I want to read the next one of, because I often just kind of find graphic novels, they're okay. But this is the second one. I read the first one on Halloween and really, really enjoyed it. So I thought I would get this one because if I needed a last minute boost within my trying to hit 100 books for this month, then, well, for the year, I'm not reading 100 books in just this month, the whole year, then this would be a good option, and if not, it would probably be a really strong start to my 2021 reading. So I got this one. I don't know what this one's about at all because it's a graphic novel and anything can happen. There are still blurbs for graphic novels, but honestly, I just kind of dive into this one because I enjoyed the first one, which was about a young guy realising he was a magician, that kind of storyline, but it was fun, and it was a graphic novel, which means it's visual and enjoyable. These are all words, I promise. Also, the washing machine's going off in the background. I'm sorry. I'm gonna go for a walk in a minute. I might walk through town, because I think everything's opened back up today, so it might feel like there's a bit more of an atmosphere of people around. When I go for a walk, I like to be able to people watch safely, at a distance, obviously, and wearing a mask if I'm going in anywhere, but I just enjoy it because it makes me feel a little less lonely. How sad does that sound? Okay, I'm gonna go and do something like that, maybe wait for the washing machine to finish first, and then go out because safety, kids. But, yeah. Hi, there was book mail. books came in the mail. Okay, so within that same order, I also bought a new face mask because I cannot find one of my face masks. I have 3 in circulation, which sounds a lot, but bear with me. I have one of them that's like my wearing face mask, one of them I leave in my car, and then one of them that's like the switch out for when I need to wash the wearing face mask. Does that make any sort of sense? And I just had a plain black one that was like one of those 3. Don't know where it is. I have absolutely no clue where it is. So that's gone. So I bought myself another one that I've had my eye on for a while. It is silky smooth, but look, there's loads of books on it. Who'd have thought at the start of 2020 that I would be showing you face masks and that would be a common thing? But when I put it on, I just feel like, do you know the Plague Doctor pictures where they've got like the really long hooked beak nose thing that was meant to stop them from getting the plague? Well, I just feel like that's what these look like. I mean, obviously not extreme, but they're really like... This is on, like, this is as tight as I want it to be before my ears fall off, but like, they all do it. Oh, it makes me laugh. But as far as masks go, I'll take this literary one. Oh God, look at us laughing over masks. Look how far we've come. Look at us. I promise I had every intention of finishing this book yesterday. I've got a tiny little bit left to go. And we're now at a stage where Lord of the Rings is being mentioned quite heavily, which is very welcome for me because there's been hints to it throughout. It keeps being referenced and now we're talking about it a little bit more, which I'm all for. But honestly, the last chunk of this was just talking about something I didn't have much of an interest reading that much about. And it just dragged, and I kind of had a weird evening yesterday and got a bit thrown off and didn't have the best time, so I ended up working on my blog, vlog and Instagram stuff for like 4 hours after work and didn't stop until like 8:30ish, and then watched I'm a Celebrity at 9, so I just didn't really sit down and read until about 10:30, and then good stuff started happening again. I was like, oh, well, I'll start again in the morning. So I literally have, I think, 50 or so pages left. It's really not much. And I really want to finish this because I want to move on to like one of my Christmassy reads, which I've got on my table next to me. I've got some right crap Christmas reads, but I'm excited. Like one of them being the Christmas Shopaholic. I used to love the Shopaholic series when I was a teenager and I haven't read them for ages, but I saw this one the other day and thought, yeah, I'm gonna get that because it looks fun, and I read the first few pages and I thought it would be a fun, easy Christmas read, so I picked that up. I also got a book yesterday as well, after I showed you some new books I got in the mail. So the shops opened back up yesterday and I really needed something very specific that I couldn't find for my kitchen because I'm having some work done and stuff at the moment and it's flagging up a couple of things. I needed to pick something up. So I couldn't find that in any of the places I went in, but I did very briefly nip into WATERSTONES, as we are now able to, and I just really want to be able to support the high street shops, so they're still there at the end of all of this. And I have been excited to go back into WATERSTONES when they reopen because we are, of course, in the Christmas season, and when I worked at WATERSTONES we always did tables of the Christmas mysteries, and by that I mean these. So they're the classic mysteries collection from WATERSTONES and they all have these matching front covers and spines, but they're different seasonal based mysteries. So this one is Death Comes at Christmas by Gladys Mitchell, and apparently it's kind of a Miss Marple-esque story, and I am so excited because I just wanted a fun Christmassy mystery. I don't have many Christmassy books, or I didn't at the start of this season, and now I'm going to add this to my little Christmassy stack. For anyone wondering, on the stack we have got Letters from Father Christmas by J.R.R. Tolkien, This Winter by Alice Oseman, but I haven't read the other ones within that world from her, so I don't know if I should be reading that one or not yet. One Day in December by Josie Silver, Sophie Kinsella's Christmas Shopaholic, and then Death Comes at Christmas by Gladys Mitchell. So it's a little stack. It's kind of a TBR, but not, because, you know, I don't do those kind of things. It's not what? It's not a TBR. So that's what I'm reading, but what am I eating? I thought we would do this again together today. So we could try and guess what weird twisted mould of chocolate we have got. So we're on the 3rd. Very exciting. Nearly the weekend. I feel like I really need it this week. Okay, so have you written to Santa is the little thing there. Ava, my sister, posted her letter to Father Christmas with my mum the other day, which is very cute. She sent me photos. Very sweet. Okay. Okay, this one, surely that's Father Christmas. Every time I do this, I need to paint my nails. I know. Honestly, I feel like the chocolate moulds each year are getting more and more like just nothing. Are they just reusing the same chocolate moulds every year and they're just becoming really unprecise anymore? I don't know. I'm gonna eat this and catch up with you later. You know, when I was saying I wasn't really sure about this and I couldn't quite decide and I found it really boring in the middle for a little bit when I was reading it and I just wasn't really wanting to pick it up as much. I just finished it and it was really good. I don't take back what I said because I did still find 2 of the pop culture moments in the middle to be a little slow and I wasn't necessarily enthused to pick it up. However, the last 60 pages were very emotional. They felt very epic. I could see them being a really good scene in a film. And generally, I think that I enjoyed this. I think it was a journey. There was certainly a lot towards the end where I was like, okay, we're going down that route, but it was really fun. When I did it on Corepile, I was up and down with my ratings. I think I stand by what I said in the sense of I think Ernest Cline is an incredibly clever writer and I think the ideas and concepts he comes up with are very clever and well thought out. However, when it comes to actually applying and doing the physical writing element, I don't think he is as strong with his technique. I don't think he's a bad writer by any means, and I think if you've read this, you'll know what I mean. He's not a bad writer. However, it's very simple writing in the sense of his repetition, and he constantly says the same thing, which I'm doing right now because I've already told you this about this book. But by no means does that hinder the enjoyment of it. It's just an observation as I'm reading more and more and seeing more and more different writing styles. So I really enjoyed it. I am giving it 4 out of 5 stars. I thought it would come out as that, and it did when I ran it through Corepile. So if you like the first one, and if you love sci-fi but game sci-fi type of techie level books, then I definitely think give this a go. I often say I really dislike sci-fi and it's not my favourite genre at all, but actually the kind of sci-fi I tend to steer away from is space sci-fi. I don't mind techie sci-fi because I really enjoyed The God Game, which was a techie sci-fi, and obviously this is a techie sci-fi. So I do like this kind of sci-fi, I just don't like set in space, spaceshipy kind of sci-fi, which this did have a very, very tiny level of, but it was okay. So I liked it. I did actually really like it, and I feel actually weirdly emotional from the ending and the way it concluded. There were certainly some weird bits about the way it concluded, but I just, yeah, I welled up a couple of times actually at randomly stupid reasons. So yeah, I feel I need a pause actually. That definitely hit me more than a normal book would hit me, possibly because of the journey of thinking, okay, it's slower now and it's more boring. Well, not, sounds really mean saying it's boring. It was a good book. I'll start repeating myself. Definitely had some highs and lows, but overall, I enjoyed it, and now I have to pick another book. I think I might go for that Shopaholic Christmas book because it's just an easy, fun contemporary that I can probably read like over the course of the weekend, but I don't know. So I'm gonna go do that, and also I'm Celebs on in half an hour and we've got Celebrity Cyclone and I'm so excited. I absolutely adore that challenge. I just think it's absolutely hilarious. For anyone that doesn't know what I'm talking about, there is a very, very tall slope that is very, very, very slippery and wet, and there are balls rolling down it, big balls, little balls, cardboard box, and I just adore it. It's so funny, and there's 4 celebrities trying to get up the slope and they have to try and sit on stars as they go up in different angles, and it's just hilarious, and I'm so, so excited for it. So I'm gonna have a shower, take my makeup off and listen to some nice classical music in the shower, pick my next book to read, and then have a white Terry's chocolate orange whilst I watch Celebrity Cyclone. I'm excited. Working day on Friday. I am having a working from the sofa day Also, my radiator finally got switched today, which is very exciting. I have a big radiator right there, and every time it comes on in the evenings, it starts making this really loud humming noise, which it's not meant to do. And it's been driving me slowly insane because it's intermittent. I think if it was constant, I wouldn't notice it as much, but because it goes on and off throughout the whole evening, and actually probably during the day too, but I'm not sat in here often during the day, it drives me insane. So I've got a new one. And it's not making a humming noise yet, so yay! I did also get something through in the post that I'm really excited about, so I wanted to share this with you guys. Now, for a while I have been looking for a pair of festive earrings that are not completely tacky. So not like the big baubles or the big Christmas trees that you'd wear for fun, but like just a general pair of earrings to wear throughout December. And I came across these because Ashley from A Fright Through Fiction talked about this Etsy page, Etsy shop, on her video last week or the week before, and I really love the look of them because they're little clay bake moulds and they're very, very cute. So these are the earrings. These are from Fen Ivy Jewellery and I absolutely love them. They're little candy canes. How lovely are they? I just thought they looked so sweet and just nice and simple and yet eye-catching. So thank you, Ashley, for the recommendation. Thank you, Fen Ivy Jewellery, for having a really lovely selection. I'm definitely going to try and get Editing Beth to remember to leave a link to that store down below in the description. I also wanted to talk to you quickly about what I'm reading. So I finished Ready Player 2 last night and felt emotional about it somehow. It felt like an epic conclusion. Like when I watched the end of the Lord of the Rings trilogy, I always feel a bit like, huh, it's finished. And then I know I can just watch it again. But the book of Ready Player 2 definitely had a feeling of that about it, which I didn't expect. It just felt very epically done. Anyway, I've spoken about that already. So last night I started reading Sophie Kinsella's Christmas Shopaholic. I used to love this series when I was a teen, and I can't remember where I stopped, but I definitely read quite a few of them, and I think I own them all. I don't know where they've gone. But I thought this looked like a fun one to jump into for Christmas. It's just a really easy adult contemporary. As I've said many times, I have to be quite in the mood for an adult contemporary, but as they are Christmas themed, I thought I would give this one a go. So I started it last night. I'm on page 89, and so far it's delivering me exactly what I wanted it to. It's cozy, it's cute, it's funny, it's just a contemporary, it's just fun. I don't read enough of these kind of palette cleanser books almost, and I probably should because I do like them. They're not literary greats, they're not stupendously amazing writing, they're just fun. So this is what I'm currently reading and I'm really enjoying it. Throughout the afternoon I've also had Jade from JD Ray Reads live show on in the background. I've got it on at the moment still as well. They're currently doing a reading sprint. So I've been putting that on and it's been quite nice, like just normal chatter in the background whilst I work. I'm not taking part in the readathon as such, but I'm just, you know, reading throughout the weekend anyway, and I was reading on my lunch break with it on, and it just feels quite nice to have like a conversational thing in the background, so that's nice as well. I was gonna get a Pizza Hut delivery tonight, but I made myself 2 lots of dinner yesterday that I now need to have the other one of tonight, so I think the pizza's gonna happen tomorrow night. This wasn't very good forward planning. I did know this was gonna happen last night, but Celebrity Cyclone was on I'm Celebrity last night. It was hilarious, and then today is the final. I feel like that show has really kept me going for the last 3 weeks because it's just been a staple of every night and it's been familiar and lovely and they've all got on so well and it's just so nice. So if anyone else has been watching it, you'll know what I mean. And if you've got no clue what it is, it's basically a load of celebrities get thrown into a castle in Wales. Normally they're thrown into a jungle in Australia, but COVID. And it's just fun. There's challenges and it's just, yeah, it's really nice to see the friendships they form. I like it. Anyway, I'm gonna get on with work. It's nearly 4:30, kind of, we're an hour out, and then I get to be done for the weekend. Yay! Saturday and I'm actually in my flat. I feel like every other weekend I'm here and I then go home, so it kind of breaks up the loneliness, but I do enjoy spending a Saturday here because it makes me feel like I can get on with my work and all my stuff's here and it just feels quite nice. It's also kind of not bad weather outside, so I'm going to go out a little bit later because I need to desperately try and find a long hot water bottle. I found on Amazon, however I'm really trying not to order from Amazon at the moment unless it is like not available anywhere else and it's extortionately expensive anywhere else. But I want a long one that wraps around my body. So the heating in this place is a little bit messed up, as I've mentioned, and I didn't realise until this week when it became a lot colder that I didn't actually have enough radiators to power the heating needed in the flat. So when I moved here there was really old heaters that were disgusting, so we ripped those out and I got new ones, and I need another one basically. So until I can get that, what I want to try and get is a long hot water bottle so that one, I can lay it in my bed, so when I get in I've got like a whole long patch that's warm, and two, I can wrap it around my body and it can heat my back, which would be quite good when I have particularly bad back pain. So that's my journey today. I'm also going to hope to nip to get a couple of last minute Christmas presents. Not last minute, they're not last minute at all, I've got like a month, but a couple of final Christmas presents for stocking fillers, hopefully. If I don't do that today, I will definitely do that tomorrow because I'm going to have a little walk into town. I also saw that there was somebody doing a German bratwurst stand with these sausages in town yesterday, or in town during the week, and I want to go back for one of those. But as far as reading goes, I am halfway through the Christmas Shopaholic book. I was reading a lot of this yesterday because Jade was doing a lot of reading sprints and I was joining in, even though I'm not taking part in the polathon. I just thought I would give it a go, and honestly I'm really enjoying it. I know it's just absolutely average, but it's just fun, it just is funny, and it's just cheerful and Christmassy and festive. It kind of reminds me of The Holiday because it's set in that kind of small village setting, and now I really want to watch The Holiday. So yeah, this is what I'm reading. I might watch a film later. I might watch the Anna Kendrick one on Disney Plus, where she, is it Claus? She's Santa Claus, is she? I don't know, but I like Anna Kendrick a lot. Also, I've got my new little earrings in, feeling festive, and I've just filmed a video, so it's good. I'm gonna get ready to go out now. I never know what to do for lunch. It's 12:22 and I want to go out, but I don't want to get lunch out because I'm having Domino's later. Pizza Hut, not Domino's. Pizza Hut is superior. Is it? What do you prefer, Pizza Hut or Domino's? Leave it in the comments. I much prefer Pizza Hut because their garlic bread is just excellent, whereas Domino's do a pizza garlic bread thing, which is too similar to a pizza for me. So just, no, Pizza Hut supreme. So I'm getting that for dinner as a little treat. And I've got our live show later for the Tolkien Along, so busy. Busy, busy, busy. I'm gonna crack on. I got book mail! I feel like I just turned the camera off from filming and then this arrived, so I think I know what this is. Let's undo it. So this is a package from Harper 360 and it contains, well, one, it contains a tote bag. Excellent. What's the tote bag say? We all have ideas. She was the hero of the hour. I would achieve this. Oh, that's cool. It's kind of a little bit like a newspaper front. That is cool. I'm going to put that in my bag to bring out with me later because need me a bag for life. And the book that they have sent me is an advanced reader's copy of Masters of One by Jada Jones and Danielle Bennett. I didn't realise this was two authors. Okay, so I'm going to read you the blurb because I am. Welcome to the Queen City, a terrible place to live, an excellent place to die. Rags is a talented thief, but stealing relics from the Fae, that's something else entirely, especially when the relic he's after turns out to be a Fae himself, a distractingly handsome, annoyingly perfect ancient Fae prince called Shining Talon. No, he's not. Have I read that wrong? Is it Shining Talon? Talon? Is it Shining? He's called Shining Talon. Okay. Good thing Rags can think on his toes because it's only going to get stranger from there. Apparently it's Six of Crows meets the Cruel Prince. It's very floppy. I'm excited to read this. It's a male Fae-esque romance. I think only one of them is Fae, but I'm excited to read this. I was hoping this would arrive this week. I don't know. Oh, I don't know if I'm going to fit it into like my Christmassy TV. It's not going to be a Christmassy book, is it? I don't know whether this will be like a first book of January or maybe one of the last books of December. It's quite a good size as well. How many pages is that? Nearly 500. Okay, so it's a good one to get my teeth stuck into. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it throws my not TBR out the window. Anyway, I'm actually going to go out now and get the things I needed to get and sort out some kind of food situation. I have just got back from doing my little bits of shopping. I was successful. I got a long hot water bottle. I'm very pleased with it. And I also picked up some of these. These are chicken nugget donuts with waffle crumbs from Marks and Spencer's. I had them last week when I was back home and they were really good, so I've bought some more. I have absolutely no regrets. I also bought a gigantic candle. Where's the gigantic candle? Hang on. Sorry if you can hear the washing machine in the background. Here's my giant hot water bottle. It's very long. I did want one that would clip around me, but I couldn't find one. Okay, this candle is massive. I'm going to put you here because it's just too big. It's the size of my head. It smells of fresh pine, which I love. It's huge. That is absolutely gigantic. And I also got a little tiny candle as well. That is a much more manageable size. So I'm gonna light those now. I'm gonna have some crisps because I just kind of skipped lunch and it's 3:18. I had a croissant and I'm getting a Pizza Hut after the live, so at like 6:30, 7ish. So I'm just gonna watch a little bit of Community, I think. Have a chill, write down some notes for the live, and then I will be going live with Ashley to talk about the Two Towers. I am wiped out. It is nearly 11. I really want to get in the shower. And I just finished wrapping, not all, but some. Down there, oh, why can't I point when I'm in this camera? Down there, some Christmas presents. I've run out of wrapping paper, so I've kind of forced myself to stop. I got 2 rolls and a couple of the items particularly largely boxed, so I have to buy some more tomorrow, yay! Also, the sellotape I've got is absolutely rubbish, so everything just keeps pinging back up again, so apologies to anyone who receives a present from me that is going to get a pinged up end and be able to see inside it. But I'm going to wrap this vlog up because it is pretty much nearly Sunday. I really want to get in the shower and I'm really tired and probably going to have to get up early tomorrow because I've got some work happening on my flat. Woo. So this week I finished just 1 book, but feel like I've read quite a lot. I've read Ready Player 2, so I finished that, which is somewhere on my shelves. Here. Finished this. Woo. And then I'm currently reading the Christmas Shopaholic book, which is fun. Haven't read any of it today because I've been busy. But that's what Saturdays are like for me. And tomorrow's going to be really busy too. It's okay. I've only got 2 full weeks left of work before I actually am done for the holidays. So that'll be really nice. But just looking at the presents underneath my tree and it looks really good. So yay, I'm going to sign off. Thank you guys for watching. Hope you enjoyed the vlog. And I've been editing this each night this week, so I feel like I've been able to put more time into the editing. So hopefully you guys have appreciated that. Oh, just quickly, last night I did a reorganisation on my bookshelves here. I just did a random rainbow shelf. I've got a rainbow shelf in my bedroom, like the whole shelves are rainbow, but I just fancy doing these hardbacks and they're at different heights and I don't know if I'm okay with that or not, but I think it looks quite nice. It's just random, but I'm a fan. Okay, now I am going to bed. So if you enjoyed this video, please give it a thumbs up. Comment down below a Christmas tree and anything else that you fancy. The little Christmas tree emoji, not like a whole tree. And you can subscribe to see more of my face on your feed. Thank you guys so much for watching. Keep smiling, stay positive, and Merry Christmas!